Hello and welcome back to another Foxy Hotel live stream. Here live on Twitch playing on some truly Bedrock. How's everybody doing? I'm in a slightly less irritated mood today. No, I was in, I don't know, irrationally bad mood yesterday, but I'm all right today. It's all good. A little earlier than I would normally go on a Tuesday. No, you wouldn't. You don't normally do a Tuesday. That's a good point. Well, then I'm now scheduled to do, but I don't want to be putting Oliver to bed too late. Hello, Lord Vader. Hello, Mike the Maniac. Hello, Rotated Outface, Jaws Lover, Dave Hawkins. Hello there. And thank you, Lord Vader, for the hello there sound alert. Sound we played some Minecraft, peeps. Jeez. Okay, well, where were we? We got a little villager's house to move, haven't we? So carrying on from where we left off at the end of the last live stream, we put some paths in. Peony wasn't very happy because this looks a mess. We're going to move this villager's house so that we can start building a building around the honey farm. Bee farm, you mean? Yeah, the bee farm. So we need to move this forward by, like, I guess... I mean, I was going to do 2 blocks, but I think 3 blocks would make more sense because that gives us an ample space then to get behind and have a little bit of wiggle room. So let's just do it a block at a time. 3 blocks. Oh, how could it be? So it'd be there. That's 4 blocks. No, it didn't. 3, look. How you count, mate? Jeez. It's going to be fun, isn't it? Hello, how are you doing better today, Foxy says Mitts? Yes, Mitts, I am. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah. Mildly better. How are you doing? Hello, Mr. No Tailington, says Peculiar32. Hello there. How are you doing? What's going on? Happening. Ah, oh, jeez. Ah, the doors, they work. It's amazing. Okay, one of them. Oh, how could it be? There we go. Lovely, lovely. And then this is just all just normal boring cobblestone. Easy. I could do that. We got one of them there like that, one of them there like that, one of them there like that, and now I can't reach. Why am I so small? Winds me up being so small. So Foxy No-Tail is a pretty cool dude, says Lord Vader. Cool dude. Wow, I haven't heard that in like 30 years, but there we go. I'll take it. I am a cool dude. You're absolutely right. Cool Knight is here saying hello. Dibbles Shrugs says hello as well. Hello there. What makes you think I'm a cool dude today, Lord Vader? What have I done this time? What have I had to done to deserve such, you know, epic description? Right, what does this go here, doesn't it? Okay, let's do that. See, that went there, but this one appears to be missing. What happened here? What happened here? Some sort of disaster. Apparently, there's only one viewer, lol, says Flame Basilisk. Well, that's all right. That's all I need. Why would I need more than that? It does say what? It does say one. I can tell by the number of people chatting that that's not the case. But Twitch does seem to think that's the case. So, yeah, well. Can't win them all. Right, cobble, mossy, cobble. Okay. Cobble. No, not gobble. Cobble. Mossy, cobble. Something like that. Cobble. No, it's not a turkey. It's not a turkey, guys. Cobble, mossy, cobble. Going 40 to me, lol, says Mitts. That's your age, I think it's saying. I wish. What's that, Mitts? Are these supposed to be in the villager's house? I don't think they're not like official villager things, are they? Do they normally go in a villager's house? Do they? Whatever. I guess it's like not a blacksmith's house, but like a blacksmith's house, isn't it? So I think that was that like that with one in the middle like that. So it's, I think so. Meh, it doesn't matter. Could be close. Same here, 40 viewers, says Millsy.
Easy, Ironhide.
Thank you very much for the prime this thing. What? the prime subscription. apparently. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shut up. You don't know. It's hard being me. Trying to say words that go together in sentences you don't understand. I'm feeling like I'm doing this totally wrong. It'll be alright. Be alright, guys. Right. Mossy. No. Mossy. Stone. Mossy. No. I don't know. Oh, that's not 3 away. It would go here, wouldn't it? Like that. Why have I got a spare one? Where did that come from? Oh, jeez. I'm making a right mess of this. I can't remember what went where. Should have took pictures. Pretty sure the blast furnace went there, and that went there. I think that's how that went. Maybe. That probably went there like that. And I think there was one of them there. Yeah, that looks about right. Does that look right? I don't know. Oh. Maybe. I've still got a spare block from somewhere. Oh well. Oh. That one went above the fireplace. Right. There we go. You know you long enough to know that's a true story, says Mitz. Yes. Knew my mood would lift with a Foxy stream, says Mossy. Are you been in a bad mood? That's no good, is it? You won't catch me being in an irrationally bad mood for no particular reason, so I don't know why you should be allowed to. Doesn't seem right at all, does it? That's not right. Oh, that's not right. That's the problem there. Why just let my bees out? No, I haven't. It's all right. Don't panic, guys. He says with the bee just flying out. Right, let's fill this one up with all... Oh my goodness, that was a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff. Marty waiting on doctors. Oh dear. I booked a doctor's appointment. My doctors never, ever in the whole history of being at that doctor's have ever said, oh yeah, we'll book you in advance. They've always been like, no, you bring on the day, you get an appointment on the day. So I rang up yesterday. I was like, I need an appointment, my knee's falling off. They're like, yeah, okay, sounds like you need to see the doctor. You reckon? That's why I'm ringing. We can get you in next week on Monday. On the 7th. I'm like, okay, I'll do. That's fine. Why would I need to go earlier than that? Chris Ripper says, following note, quick question. Have you ever found yourself doing your voices out and about while food shopping, telling yourself, don't get this, don't get that? Oh, yes, constantly. Normally, to be fair, it is normally in my head. If I'm out and about in public, but I do it all the time at home, like constantly talking to myself in the like different voices. Particularly if I'm like going to go get snacks while I'm watching TV, then the words I utter to myself about, you know, lack of self-control, whatnot, you know, shouldn't be repeated. So, yeah. Is your answer to your question? Foxy, I just finished watching your latest myth-busting video and loved it. I admin at Bedrock Realm, and it's great to have this new information on Hopperlag. Yeah, well, you say new information. What in the merge sound? I've really believed it then, guys, honest. It's not really new information. It's just that everybody's been wrong for a very long time. So, you know... that everybody's just always assumed, well, if you do this because they do it on Java Edition, it'll be the same for Bedrock Edition, but we should never assume that. So we proved it. Proved that it's not the case. Because things just got to be proved sometimes, you know. I think both Slack and me are both sick of people telling them what's right and what's wrong with Bedrock Edition. Only to find out later on that they had no idea what they were talking about. Gas noises, of course. Oh, I feel I would do the same. Look up and everyone's staring at me in the store. Says Chris the Ripper. Mossy says, thinking of Mythbusters episodes, feel we need to make some kind of laboratory sci-fi warehouse backdrop. Do you know what? It's funny that. But I'm not going to laugh because it's not that funny. Quite funny, but I'm not going to laugh. No, I don't think I've got it on this computer. One moment, please. One moment, please. Where would it be? Where would it be? No creepers. No, I'm looking at the files on my computer. No creepers. Oh. What blocks? What hole? It's fine. It's supposed to be like that. Hang on. Where would it be? Where could it be? I don't think I got it on this computer. No. That's a shame. There must be somewhere. Basically, all my old Java Edition worlds. I had a whole like laboratory world set up many moons ago. Let me just have a quick poke around in some more files. I think they'll be on a different computer. Possibly. Oh, I found a big old folder with some saves in it. No. So yeah, it'd be on a different computer. But yeah, I had a bunch of stuff like that. Well, that would be good if you're considering, you know, helping us out, Mossy, and building us one. That'd be nice. Save me a job. That would save me a job, wouldn't it? By heck, it would. Right, okay. So these stairs go upside down around the inside. That's easy. Oh, jeez. That's easy enough to remember. He says smashing the wrong bit to bits. Give it. Come. Give it. So all we need to do, we don't need to dismount. I'm just going to jump over there, see if I fit down the hole, and I did. That's good. Myth busted. I just need to, yeah, strip 3 layers off this end and move them up that end. Easy peasy. Oh, there's a chimney. It got a chimney. I didn't realise it. Oh no, and there were slabs on that bit. Oh dear, I'm not going to get this right, am I? Oh well. I've time to kill currently. No driving, no pottery, says Mossy. Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, I expect that in my inbox tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Random question. How do you get frog lights? I've forgotten. Magma cubes. Frogs eat magma cubes, basically. So, and it gives you frog lights. So, get yourself some frogs, get yourself some magma cubes, feed them put the frogs there, and they'll be like, oh, look, dinner. And then when they've eaten the dinner, esto presto, bing bash bosh, you've got salami. It's great. I like salami. Don't really like it. Just said that. Don't know why I said it. Doesn't that take ages? No, you can get it really easily with the magma spawner, nether-based frog-light spam. Yeah, a frog-light spam. That's what you need. And if you can get them from Wilco's or M&S Direct, there's all sorts of places you can get them from. So it's pretty easy, really. I don't know why you haven't done it yet. I haven't got enough stairs left. Oh, I have made a boo-boo. If those 3 are coming along here, that needs to go 1, 2, 3. That goes there. Yeah, that's where I wanted it. Thanks, game. Oh, you wanted it all. No, it's not. There. No. There. That's it. Then them there. Like that. And then I guess it's reverse the other side. I'm assuming. I don't know. It seemed like it carried on being slabs along there, but I'll put those there. That's fine. I also it feels like it's trimmed more off this side than it should be. Perhaps I trimmed that off previously when I moved things for the bee farm. Hey there from a frog who likes you a loot, says Kano Med. Pardon? You what? Right. Chimley. that another little robot kicking about? We've got another one to steal. I just heard a robot. Where's that one? Oh, it's going to eat all me red... Oh, it's there. There is another one. Oh, my goodness me. Can't afford all these robots. They're so expensive. What? Oh, apart from that block that's clearly in the wrong place there. Oops. What's happened there? What? There you go. I think that's a good recreation of that house that used to be there. Pretty much. I don't think it's perfect. I'm pretty sure I've done something wrong. But I think on the majority, that's pretty much as it was to begin with. I think supposed to have some cobblestone going across there though, maybe? Or was that the oldie wood? No, I think it's cobble by the looks of the rest of the building. Hi, second stream in 2 nights. Woohoo, says Ginger Panda. Don't get used to it. You know what I'm like. I'll do my best. But I'm not particularly consistent. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I'm pretty sure I got away with it all this time from so far. But yeah, truth be told, I'm not obviously consistent. Hello, ooh, magma cubes. The mobs, says Flame Basilisk. Yes, what was you thinking? The band? Are they still around? There we go, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. Oh, I've run out again. You're consistent with your inconsistency, and that's the best way to be, I think, personally. I'm going to be honest. There we go. Lovely. 1 village's house moved. But yeah, I did a good job. I'm grand at this game. Path needs squidging along a bit, and he needs his bed back. But apart from that, we're gravy. Excellent. Here, I'll widen your path for you there, Mr. Villager. You're welcome. Oh, lovely. And then this can squirm its way around there. Squirm. Yep, squirm its way. Oh, we're starting with the lovely lovelies again. No. No, it's not happening. Bit of that there, like that. And then let's replace those. Here we go. Where's that robot fella? He's over there, look. What's he chasing? Oh, he's trying to follow one of the bees. Moron. Right, okay. Spend some more of my many resources to get him. Thank you very much for the posture check. I have seen it. But unfortunately, there is emergency. I need some of them. Oh, and I need... I don't want him... He shouldn't despawn. Hey, you, get off me stuff. I saw you trying to half-inch me bits and bobs. Even nitwit. Here he is. I found him, guys. Don't you worry about it. Where'd he go? Oh, he's there. You go through, hoppers. Hey, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Jeez. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now it's my friend. It doesn't make a mess at all trying to give those guys blocks. I don't think I need this bit here anymore either. That can all go. There we go. Can you feature my Minecraft server? No.
Hello there.
No, cannot. Have I ever featured any Minecraft server ever? The answer to that, you know, if you're not already aware, is no. Do I do shout outs and self-promotions for other people? No. Am I just a mean, grumpy old man? Yes. There you go. All of those answers. Some of the questions you didn't even ask for. You're welcome. Right. Put my shiny stuff away. It's like a redstone bot. What is it? Says Flame Basilisk. It's a robot. Don't you have them in your world? A robot, mate. You came in 1.19, didn't you? Wait a minute, you're younger than me. Stop saying you're old, says Lorenzo. How do you know I'm younger than you? And how old are you? I can confirm. Wow, that's some epic grinding skills you did there, my little robot friend. Look at you going along the fence. You should be in Tony Hawk's, mate. Or Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Wait a minute. Oh, I read that one. Do the robots have any functional purpose as lack of hygiene? Yeah, they do robot things. Like stand around holding items. Or, you know, you can sit them down as well. Oh, wait, there you go. Really functional. Very, very useful. What more would you want from them? Right, well, that's all I was planning on doing in this live stream, so that was easy. Job done. And go home. Brilliant. I have to find the video, shake my head, says Flame Basilisk. What video? Clinging to my 30 by the skin of my teeth. Oxworth, no Tailington, says Lorenzo. Oh, yeah. I did say that, didn't I? I might have lied.
Thank you.
Hey, Teddy Legend Gaming, 40 months. How are you doing? Thank you very much. I'm doing all right. How are you, bud? Amazing. 40 months. It's good going, that is. Very good going. Right. I don't know what we're going to do with this one. Oh, geez. A lot of honey. Let's turn it all into honeys, and then we'll put bottles back in machine. That's a lot of honey. How are you today, folks? He says, Watchful. Oh, Watchful. I need to get back to you. Sorry, you messaged me last night when I was finished on the computer, and I thought I'll remember to get back to Watchful in the morning. And do you know what I did? I forgot. Totally forgot. I think the song will probably be from Epidemic Sound. However, it's also highly likely it's from the YouTube studio, or it's even possible that it was from when I used to use Storyblocks. Although I hope it's not, because half the stuff that I ever use on Storyblocks keeps getting like monetized strikes on all my videos because they were useless. Like they claim it's like totally free to use this in your videos, but then we're just spamming, like getting resources from all these other places where they were hosting it somewhere else. So you're constantly getting copyright strikes from Storyblock stuff. So yeah, it could be that, but it might not be at the same time, is my point. I'll find out the name. Hang on. One moment, please, because I've got it on computer. I'll just have to load up a program. And if I load up that program, then I'll know. You just have to bear with me. Hang on. Oh, it might even be in the folder. That would make sense if I put it in the podcast folder, wouldn't it? I've got a folder called music, but I don't know if it's the one. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? You probably can't. Let me turn the normal music on, off, and let's just send that out through music. Very quiet. Is it that one? Is that the one? If I send it through the game device instead, there it'd be better. It's called Big Block Chevy SBA, so I think it was Storyblocks. I can send you it. I'll send you it, Watchful. Hang on. I've got my Discord open. There you go. You shouldn't send files that are copyright on the internet. No, it'll be all right. Shh, don't worry about it. Oh, I need my music back now. Oh, no, it was pillagers. Oh, no. Quick, fly away. There we go. Now we all know what it's called. Called Under My Boo Boo. That's not the one from the podcast, Roth. You know as well as I do that's not the case. You're just trying to have him on. That poor Rob Watchful. Put them back in. This is a honey machine, this thing. It just keeps spitting out honey. The best honey farm I've built all season. You have all your bottles back, mate. Thank you very much. Right, now we've got a whole ton of honey that I don't know what to do with. Oh, that was a bee farm. So, yeah, I get honey from my bee farm. What do you get from yours? Beef, probably, I imagine. Do we need to come up with a whole new idea for a new building for the honey thing? And I don't know if I've got brain capacity to come up with new ideas for new buildings again. Oh, jeez. Why do I do this? Why don't I think before I live streamed? You're a moron. Yeah, but apart from that, jeez. We know this. This is common knowledge. I must have a honey box around here somewhere. A money box? No, not a money box. Honey box. That looks like the sort of box would be a honey box. It is, look. It's full of honey. That's good. Right. Oh, jeez. Are we really doing organisation again? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Why do we do this? Right, that's all gravel. That's a load of rubbish. Basalt. I knew I had a basalt box. I seed it. One of these was andesite. There it is. Look at that. Look at me remembering stuff. And the rest of this can go in the junk boxes. There we go. Lovely. Well organised. Do you have a hexagon-shaped building yet, says Guyver? No, do you? That's me, says Jason. Let's Trident Farm. I'm not building a farm, the DQS. I'm building a building around a farm. What materials have we got? We haven't got much of that stuff left. My sources say it's going to be grey and white. Because I have a lot of that. Let's take some stuff over yonder. Figure out what we're going to build out of. What's going to be our favourite colours today? Orange. No, not orange. Did orange last time. Might need some scaffoldings. That's a good idea. Anything useful in there? No, not really. And I don't want it to be orange because we've already got an orange one. So don't anybody suggest orange. But it's a honey farm. I know it's a honey farm, but it's shush. Okay, it's not an orange honey farm. B? No, it isn't. I've decided. I do not, but maybe I should make one, says Guyver. What? Oh, about a hexagon farm. The farm could be in my head. It'd be great, says Jason. It could be. Yeah. Time for cyan, says Mossy. Do you know what? You know what, Mossy? I was thinking earlier, maybe, just maybe, I should head off to a mesa and go and do some mesa stuff. But that means taking a beacon, taking all the beacon blocks, taking all that stuff, which is a long old job. If you would like me to go to the mesa, dig up a beacon here and take one over there and do all of that good stuff, then fill in this poll that I haven't done yet. New poll. Mesa. Yes or no. You have 5 minutes to decide while I, procrastinate in the area. Have I got a beacon? Have I got a spare one? Bacon? No, not bacon. Beacon. Oh, not in there. Do I have one in my shiny things box? I do. I have spare beacon. But the bad news is I don't have any blocks to make it work. Hardly. So I am going to have to tear another beacon down to make it work. To be fair, I don't need insta-mining over here anymore. So I could... need some more sugar boxes as well. I could tear that one out that's over there, I guess. Trying to make a spare box here. It's not working out for me. I guess we can get new sugar boxes. Foxworth, I have it on good authority that you and Slack robbed a building in Beardy's hardcore world. That would be mighty difficult for us to have done. I've never been invited to Mr. Beardstone's hardcore world. So very unlikely. I mean, we're talking levels of unlikeliness that are in the trillions at this point, to be perfectly honest with you. I clearly saw you both, says Lorenzo. I don't think so. I think it would have been impossible. Unless Mr. Beardstone's got, like, I don't know, avatars on there or something. But if it's a hardcore world, it'll be Java, so you won't have avatars. I don't know. I feel awful saying this, but I haven't watched any of Mr. Beardstone's hardcore series. You what? You're not a very good friend. I'm not. I'm not a very good friend at all. You're right. Right, how are we getting on with the votes? Oh, geez. 18 versus 1. Guess we'll go dig out a beacon then. Welcome, raiders. Thank you very much for raiding from Jen. I knew she was about to raid you, says SLG Footy. Well, it's about time, SLG Footy. I send plenty of raids Jen's ways, and because I stream at unusual times, I don't get many back. It's not Jen's fault. It's my fault for not streaming at usual times, but yeah. So, she owes me one. You're not very grateful. I'm not, am I? Thank you, Jen. That's why I came over here, says Jen. I'm only pulling your leg, Jen. You can raid whoever you want. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Good. Start from the top. Start from the top. Bottom, even. The opposite of the top. That's where you should start when you're demolishing a beacon. What's a raider, says Muffiny Muffin. It's when you finish your live stream, you can raid someone else's streams, which basically means you can send all of your viewers over to watch the next person's stream, and you pick who you want to watch from the people that you're following on Twitch, and all of those, well, all of the viewers that opt in end up over watching the next person's stream. So it's a lovely way to basically shout out and help out fellow streamers, because the people watching your stream might not necessarily be aware of the other person, or if they have, they might not have watched their content, or they might have seen a bit of their content and thought that's not for me and decided not to, you know, engage with it, and then they get sent over in a rage and go, actually, I like this, it's good fun. So it's nice. It's a very useful little thing to do. And Twitch make it really easy, whereas YouTube, they don't make it very easy at all. YouTube thought, how could we make raiding people as difficult as possible? Can I join the SMP, says that control guy. Yes, of course. Just not this one, unfortunately. But I'm sure there is one out there you can join, if you try hard enough. It's like a chunk of cooked chicken with savoury coating. Full name is Fridge Raider. Wow. Rough. Very, very bad British humour there. Not even a good one. Right. I have a whole bunch of beacon blocks. Bacon? No, not bacon. Beacon. But I gotta get out now. Jeez. Cool. My first time watching on Twitch. I got notification on Discord. Finally had the opportunity to catch you live, says Muffiny Muffin. Usually watch replays on YouTube. Ah, well, there you go. Now you're here. Now you can see how the magic happens in real life. It's not very magical. Right, I made it to top. Now, oh, Jesus. It's going to be painful. Hey, I did it. Oh, do you not take damage on the bottom of top slabs? Huh. Juicy bonus. Right, now I've got to find out where the mesa is, which means going to find in all those piglins. You complain about my joke and then do a bacon joke. Jeez, says Roth. Yes, but my live stream joke, Roth. I'm allowed to do rubbish jokes. Viewers' jokes have to be top notch. That's the rules. Because it has to make me laugh, you see. I don't have to make you laugh because you laugh at the fact that I don't make you laugh. But yeah. But I've got a meaner sense of humour than you guys. You need to try harder. That's just how I don't make the rules. That's just how it works, I'm afraid. What are you afraid of? Nothing. It's a saying. Okay, I can do jokes, me, says LG Footy. Go on then. Put your money where your mouth is. Spit it out. Oh, my pickaxe is on. Oh, jeez. That's fine. I've got another one. Should have mended it before I went. I should have went. Oh, well. Oh, well. How many blocks do I need to make a B-cub? 64, 64, 36. Everybody knows 64, 64, 36. Now, which... mining desert, that way. Okay. And it. 277. I believe I have to go through down Zap's one. I think. If you want mean British humour, I can be mean, says Jen. No, not mean. No one said mean. Everyone should be nice. I had enough mean the other day. Yesterday, whenever it was. Breaks. Greetings all, says Razor's Edge. Hello there, Razor's Edge. How you doing, bud? What's going on? But how many for a conduit, says Red Lame Dog. What? 165 blocks. Not for a conduit. Misheard you, lol, says Jen. You just want to be mean. Are you in a bad mood, Jen? Is it one of them days? Yeah, hard work today. I'm assuming I carry on in this direction. I don't know. We find out when we get there, won't we? One I made earlier. What happened when an apple told a fruity joke? The banana split. $64, $64, $36 would be very hard to buy clothes for, says Roth. What? Is that? If that's a joke, I don't get it. Really in a bad mood. I'm happy-go-lucky, says Jen. Don't forget the 9,000 Hoffers. Roth says, what? What? Oh, 64 cents. You're all nuts. Shut up, the lot of you. Right, where are we going to steal this? Oh, this one's been well stolen from. We'll start over here. We'll go on this one. We'll whack a beacon down at bottom of hill and hopefully it'll stretch. Should have brought a bed. If I got a bed, I bet that today's the day I don't have a bed in my under chest. Although, putting a beacon down over here now, it might not be a bad idea. Did I bring a bed? I did. Oh, look at me. Getting good. I think the best part of Foxy's stream is confusing him. Well, thank you very much. Glad that's the thing you enjoy the most. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you all. Right. This is going to wee. It's going to wee, apparently. There we go. Look out. It's having a wee. It's going to be B, where my beacon base is going. Is what I meant to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spiffing. It's just the right blamming size. Perfect. As I say, McDonald's. Caddy Entity says hi for the first time. Good job. Hello. Roxy Hotel, there was an update that made your mob add-on turn on cheats. No, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had finally fixed it so that when you enable experimental mode on your worlds or you add an add-on, it automatically turns cheats on, because technically that's what you're doing. You shouldn't really be able to use things like that without turning cheats on. Having just said that, no, turning cheats on is different. So, no. Not that I'm aware of. But they should stop you getting achievements. 100%. Not my choice, just how it works. Watch me be one block short. Nope, I'm not. Hurrah! Beacon. No, it's not in that one. Although I do need that one to get me thingies out. At the very least, it turned achievements off. I was sad about that, says Rose's Edge. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the course, I'm afraid. You don't need achievements in that world. Get achievements from a different world. I keep telling people that. Achievements aren't per world on Bedrock. Just get them on any world. If you're precious about achievements, either don't play with add-ons or, do the sensible thing and get them on a different world where you don't have your add-ons. Keep getting this one out and putting it away again. There we go. Now we're all set up. Put all this junk in here. Excellent. Excuse me. Apparently just struggle to breathe because apparently breathing is difficult. And one of them there. Perfect. Right, let's go dig some mesa. I thought you said hoses and not potatoes. What? Oh, you're replying to Roth. I want your magnetic boots on Tears of the Tears of the Kingdom, on Tears of the Onion. If I'm not allowed them on Truly Bedrock, you're not allowed them on there. Them's the rules. They'll break in a minute anyway, because they've got experimental beta API stuff, so they won't work next update anyway. You have to fix them. And you don't want like add-ons like that on a server, because it just means the server owner, i.e. me, won't want to update to the next update because he's too lazy. 3 days in a row? We're so lucky, says Stitch Fix. Well, news to me if it's 3 days in a row. Jeez. Was I live on Sunday by accident? Don't remember being live on Sunday, but it's not impossible. Tomorrow's podcast, says Stitch Fix. Oh, of course. Yes. I see what you mean now. Well, you don't know that we're doing the podcast tomorrow. Might do. Should do. That's always the plan. But you don't know. Never count your chickens before they've hatched. I haven't got any chickens. Well, that's because they haven't hatched. So, there you go. Don't count them. I think it was early Sunday morning EST, says Razor Edge. I was not. I was live yesterday. And before that, apart from doing the podcast in the podcast Discord, I wasn't live for a week. It was Monday till Monday. Maybe stream weekend. Not sure. Not that week. Nope. The week before, yes. Not that one. Your older pack didn't turn achievements off, says Razor's Edge. All packs turn achievements off. If you manage to get it on without turning achievements off, that wasn't anything to do with my pack. That's just the way you installed it or how you managed your world. Packs have always done that. Whenever you've enabled add-ons on a world, they have disabled achievements. It's just always been the case. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't take and you get achievements anyway, but they should. Gotta go back to work. Break is over. See you later, says Jay. See you later, Jay. Thank you for popping in. I'd be sad if you didn't. I tell me so that all the time about your outfit sharing checks. What? Do you just, you know when you get your phone, right, and you start typing a word and it comes up with suggestions, do you just keep tapping the suggested words that hopes that it makes some sort of English sense? Because that's not a sentence that makes any sense in any way you could read it. I tell me so that all the time about our outfit, starting sharing checks. What? Yeah, them words will do. I'll just pick a bunch out of the dictionary, slap them on. Perfect. What have I said about checking? Check before you send. What's your sentence of the week? Well, for me, it's I tell me so that all the time about our outfit sharing checks. Oh, right. What's it mean? I don't know. No idea, mate. Definitely, though, it's the best sentence of the week. That doesn't pass the Turing test as a lack of hygiene. Doesn't pass any sort of test. Wouldn't pass nursery level English, that sentence. You'd get held back a year in you know, at the daycare. Does anyone remember when that was like a thing? Do you remember, obviously, you know, back in the good old days when we had them stupid things like Ice Bucket Challenge and you nominated someone and then there was another stupid thing and then there was another stupid thing and everyone used to do it. And there was one, I remember, it was one of them Twitter thread things. They've done it with emojis, like what was the last emoji you used and the last picture you've taken and all that sort of stuff. But it was make a sentence with the suggested words, or like paste the last 10 suggested words from your suggested words thing on your phone when you go to type a message, and that's the sort of sentence it would come out with. Wouldn't get held back in America, says Razor's Edge. I hope you're American, because if you're not, then that's some shade you throw in there, my friend. Jeez. I'm indeed American. Well, that's all right then. You're allowed. I give up, says Stitch Fix. Good. I understood that one. I still have no idea what you're on about. That's why I've ignored your second message, because that doesn't make any sense. S.O. about our profit sharing. I don't. What profit sharing? What are you talking about? Where's the context? I have no clue what you're going on about. I'm not sharing any profit. I'm certainly not sharing. No offense, but you know, me and you are not in any sort of business deal, so I'm not sharing profit with you for any reason. So I'm just totally confused. Hence, ignoring your question because I just thought it would sound ridiculous. Or not your question, it's your message. But if you're going to get all pouty about it, then I'll respond. Jeez. But if you want a response that, you know, makes sense, then perhaps, you know, crazy idea, write a sentence that makes sense in the first place. And if it's, you know, based on something that I'm not aware of at the time, or things have changed, or that I've had a sleep since, perhaps offer to drop a little bit of context in so I know what the monkeys you're on about. He's not wrong. Schools here graduate students to keep the rates up even when they're not ready for it. Yeah, we have the same thing in the UK. Teachers will often bump an entire class grade up to ensure that they don't get told off, you know, for having a bad class and things like that. Or they'll just prevent like children taking certain subjects if they know that they're not very good at them. Schools don't get no monies if they hold you back, says MC Lucky. What? I think schools might work a little bit different where you live than where I live. Where I live, the schools get a budget from the council / government based on the size of the school, not by what class the individual children are in. And if that's different where you live, then that really doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, at the end of the day, schools need a budget to cover however many children are in the school, not, you know, different amounts depending on what class you're in. Oh, you've been held back? Well, he's not getting anybody. Makes sense. Well, then I guess if they're passing all of these people that not very intelligent, then that's the sort of people that will be running the schools, right? The better the grades are, the better the funding, the support the school gets, says Jen. I don't think so. Not in the UK. I think it's just literally bigger the school, the more students, the more money they get. Pretty sure. I might be wrong. May well be wrong, but it doesn't make sense otherwise. Used to work at SEND schools in the UK. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's stupid, because that means that schools that are struggling are not going to be able to improve because they're not getting as much money as schools that are doing well. That's totally backwards. Totally backwards. Are you sure it's not the other way around, Jen? Surely schools that need help would need more funding so that they can get better facilities in order to improve. In the UK, it's money per child, says Ginger Panda. That's what I said. Number of students. That's what I said. The ones I was in were low funded, said Jen. I think it's very clear here. None of us know 100% exactly how it goes on. So I think we should pretend that, you know, not pretend that we know 100% and just all say that I assume, and then, you know, be happy to be wrong until somebody that actually does know points it out. Not enough teachers anyhow, says SLG Footy. That's because everybody takes the mickey out of that, you know, use your red teach advert or whatever it is. I always wanted to be that was what I'd love to do that. I'd still like to do that. I'd love to be a college lecturer. Don't want to be a primary school teacher or anything like that. I think I'd probably struggle with secondary school because that sort of age kids tend to get on your nerves a bit. But But I'd love to be like a college tutor. When I finished university, that was like one of the main things I wanted to do. I wanted to go back into the university I just graduated from and lecture on the subject. But I didn't apply for that, and life went a different way, so it just didn't happen. Oh no, my other pickaxe is dead. Crikey, this is not good. Oh, Bayek. Royally messed up here, peeps. I'm just going to have to keep using them till they're both totally flummoxed. Flummoxed? Yeah. Fun students until you ask them to do assignments, says Red Lame Dog. My school had so much money, too much money, and didn't use it, says Arim. Roth says, Mrs. Alface is a high school governor. She knows, but I don't understand any of it. Well, let's leave it there then and move on to something else. I prefer to speak with confidence and ignore everything to the contrary, says says Jason. What would you lecture on? Media stuff, I guess. The stuff that I did at university. TV, music, animation, computers, that sort of thing. So when I was at university, I got called in a few times. One of the basically my university lecturer was quite proud of me, and quite right, and recommended me to one of the colleges in the area. So they called me in a bunch of times to basically go and help the kids do. I say colleges, it wasn't. It was a high school. They helped them with like After Effects stuff and motion graphic tutorials and things. And I would go in and look at what they'd done, give them tips on how they could do this and how they could do that. And then, you know, some of the teacher would like me to like pick a favorite and talk about why it's good. And I used to really like that. And I know that's not teaching, that's different. But I used to really like doing that. And I'd love to do something similar. Go in and rate everyone's work. Rubbish, rubbish, yours is rubbish. Oh, geez, that's rubbish. Any of you any good at this thing? Jeez, you're rubbish. No, that was nice. Very nice. Too bad you're not good at speaking in front of people, lol, says Jason. I know, my one weakness, Jason, my one weakness. I'm incredibly shy, and I really have trouble speaking publicly. I do, actually. I mean, you've seen me read comments and you've seen me try and use words. I think nearly every single podcast I get Slack's name wrong. So there is truth to that. Jen says, I have many feathers in my cap. Among them is a diploma in childcare and education with a special in SEN. That's amazing, Jen. Well done. Rubbish, rubbish. So it's much the same as when you do fly-throughs at the VIP world, says Jason. Yeah, exactly the same. That's where I got the idea from. Thought you did that for the last with Slack's name. No, I don't know why, but it's like I just stumble across my words sometimes. I do know why, but I hate going on about it. I seem to talk about it so much recently. But it's dyspraxia. It's basically the part of that I struggle with the most is the biggest problem. It covers so many things so it's just like you can't just go, oh, I've got dyspraxia and then just expect people to know what it's got. But one of the big issues with that is when the brain's sending functions to the rest of the body to do things, they don't always get interpreted properly, and that can mean sometimes you say the wrong words or you speak funny, or it can affect motor control and stuff like that, which it does for me. Like that's why I struggle so much with analog controllers and pointing things in the right direction, like with mouses and keyboards and stuff like that. So told you need a name badge, says Jen. Even if he had a name badge, I wouldn't get it right, Jen. It's not like I forget his name. It's just my mouth makes a different noise to what I'm trying to say, and I don't know why. They're like obviously happens more with Slack than other things. Maybe it's the way that the word's formed or the shape that I make with my mouth that triggers it. I'd have no idea. It's a weird one. Call him Gecko. I thought it was stream noise. Hey. Well, really, you stole an iron block. Oh, you suck, Creeper. You stole 3 iron blocks. Right. I'll get my own back on that guy when he comes back. I see he's scuttled off quick before I had a chance to... Where are you coming from? It's the middle of the day. There's a hole down there. There's a cave. No, there isn't. No, you're all seeing things, guys. They've just magically appeared because of all the bugs in the game. It's not my fault. It's the bugs, guys. No! Who's that? That was you guys. Grrr. Can't believe that. Can't believe he's bust me beacon. Jeez. 3 iron blocks. 3 iron blocks. They shouldn't be allowed to break blocks, like, indefinitely. They should be allowed to break them, but you should get them all back. It's so annoying. Why is that a thing? Foxy, for the next podcast wish list, 100% drops from people ask. Oh, I've been asking for that for years. It's so annoying. I wish that was toggleable. I really do. Why are they allowed to just destroy all your blocks? Break them, fine. Drop them, fine. Just don't destroy them. Why? Grr. Grr. Now it's bedtime. 187th time's the charm. Sleep. You only need the top layer to work to Instamine, says that. Yeah, well, it's not. That's not. It's just the principle. The principle. Speaking of principles, oh my goodness me. So, anybody from the UK that knows a thing or two about consumer rights, please tell me if I'm right or wrong. But I have had a big argument with a company called Halfords. Basically, Halfords are an automotive and bicycle superstore. And for years and years and years, I've been buying my bikes from there, the kids' bikes. I get my car stuff from there. It's great. I've always enjoyed it. It's not horrendously cheap stuff, but they generally do a good service, and it's very, it's good. And if you've ever bought a bicycle, you will know that within a few months of having that bicycle, a brand new one, the brake lines basically stretch, and the gear lines can stretch, and you have to take it back into the shop to get them adjusted in order for them to be safe and to work properly. And this is a service that Halfords have always offered for free. As when you buy your bike, they know it's going to break, so they recommend that you come back in within the first 10 weeks and have your brakes adjusted and your gears adjusted. And that was always free, as it should be, because as far as I'm aware, the Consumer Rights Act basically states that if, and I'm paraphrasing here, but if you sell something that you know is going to break, it's your responsibility to break it. I.e., if something doesn't work within its expected lifetime, and then it is the manufacturer's responsibility to replace it and cover all the costs. And that's fact. You can look that up. I know that because we've been through this a few times. I mentioned it on the channel before, but I did it with my laptop. It was well out of warranty, but you look at the Consumer Rights Act, if something breaks before it's expected, within its expected lifetime, and you would expect like a bike to last 10 plus years, not 10 weeks, then yeah, manufacturer's responsibility to make sure that they cover the cost of fixing it. But Halfords apparently just before COVID changed their policy that you now have to take out, it's only £10 for a year. And you might think, well, why are you arguing about this? There's £10 a year bike cover. And that allows you to have like a couple of free services, and they'll adjust your brakes and stuff if your brake lines stretch. And you think, well, that's reasonable. £10 for a whole year. That's all right. But the problem is, if you don't take that out, which I didn't, because Oliver doesn't live with me and he doesn't ride his bike very much. So it'd be a total waste of money. In order for them to take the bike back in that they know isn't going to be working within a few weeks, they will charge you £35 to retighten the brake cables and retighten the gear cables, even though through no fault of your own, even if you don't use it, those will stretch because they're brand new. So that's illegal as far as I'm concerned. So when I bought the bike, this is the thing that's annoyed me the most. I bought him a bike for his birthday. We went in, ordered it, and the guy was like, oh, do you want the extra bike cover? It's £10. I was like, it's generally, that's a really good deal, but I'm not going to need it. I've never needed it. I've had, kids' bikes all this time. We've never brought them back in for a service. We don't need to. He said, well, don't forget, you'll need to bring it in after, 6 to 10 weeks to get the brake lines, done, because they'll stretch. I said, yeah, I know. I always do that. That's fine. And I said, that'll be free, won't it? He said, oh, yeah, of course it's free. So I ordered the bike. He said, it'll be ready on Friday. Come pick it up. Went to go pick it up on Friday. And the guy there went, do you want to take out our bike cover? It's £10 for the year. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, no, it's a really good deal, but I'm not going to need it. I'll just bring it back in a few weeks so you can sort the brake things out. And he said, well, why would you do that? It'll be £35 if you do that. I said, no, it's free. Like the other guy said. He said, it's not free. It's £35. I said, no, if you can't. I said, that's not right. I said, it's impossible. So there's no way you can sell someone a bike knowing that it's going to be faulty within 6 weeks or 6 to 10 weeks and then refuse to fix it for free and charge them £35 for it. I said, that's against the law. It's against the Consumer Rights Act. No, that's Did I lose my toolbox when the creeper went up? Or did I just not break it? Oh no, I've lost my toolbox. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, yeah, so he was like, no, that's not. So I rang up, make a complaint. And I said, look, either the guy in your store's lying to me in order to try and get me to take out this bike cover, or you're running an illegal policy. And the guy listened to me, and he said, well, that's our policy. Our policy is to do that. I said, well, if that's your policy is breaking the law. The Consumer Rights Act exists for that very reason, to protect consumers against purchasing faulty products. If you're selling something you know is going to be faulty within a few weeks, and you're recommending to those customers that it needs to come back in order to be repaired so that it's safe, I said, you need to do that for free to be within the law. I said, otherwise, if I don't do that, and the brake lines stretch and the brakes aren't working, and my son is going across the road and can't stop in front of a car and has an accident, that's on you. It shouldn't cost me £35 to ensure, it doesn't cost you £35, it just costs you £10. It shouldn't cost me anything. I paid for the bike, and I paid an extra £10 for you to build the bike, so it should be well covered by what you've got going on. So anyway, he said, I'll raise the complaint for you. And then I got a phone call today by somebody in the management office basically telling me, no, that's policy and they have to go to policy. I said, I don't care if it's policy. Said, if your policy's for, that when selling a bike, you're entitled to the firstborn child of whoever's bought the bike. It's against the law, illegal policy. It's not going to stand up in court. She said, well, if you go to our terms and conditions page, I don't care what your terms and conditions say. Again, if your terms and conditions are against the law, then you're going to lose. So anyway, eventually she understood my point of view. And I said, look, okay, let me try and put this in a point of view that helps you to understand. Let's say you come to me to buy a PC, and I implant a virus on that PC so that between 6 and 10 weeks, it just totally shuts down and it's unusable and you don't know how to fix it. And then you come back to me and say, this computer's got a virus. I say, yeah, it's £35 for me to fix it, or you can pay £10 for a year, and if it comes back again, I'll fix it again. She said, well, that's totally unreasonable. I said, yes, isn't it just? I said, maybe I work at a supermarket, right? You've come and done your shopping, you bought a load of fruit and veg, and I'm going to fill it all with maggots. But if you pay me an extra £35, I'll take all the maggots out so it's nice and fresh. How does that sound? Well, no, that's not fair either. I said, no, it's not. And that's why the Consumer Rights Act exists. And she said, well, it's still policy. I said, look, what you need to do here is you need to clearly go away, go and read through this and pass this up the chain to whoever's making these policies and make sure they're aware of the law. And if I'm wrong, but I'm not. And I said, and if your policies are against the law, you need to change them, because if you don't, you're going to get sued and you're going to end up paying millions back to all of these people that you've been ripping off for years for charging them for services that should have been free. Oh. So, while you're correct, brake cables can be considered consumables and therefore not covered by warranty. Warranty is different, Roth. Warranty is another one of these things. Like, don't ever buy an extended warranty unless cars are the only exceptions. A warranty is basically a manufacturer's promise to cover certain things, right? But if, again, the Consumer Rights Act states that regardless of your warranty, if something breaks within its expected, like how within the time that that thing is expected to last, so not the length of your warranty, the length of the lifetime of the item. So a laptop, you would say, well, a laptop should last anywhere between 2 and 5 years. A desk should last me 20 years. A table should, or a fridge or a freezer should last me 10 years. If something breaks within that time, regardless of warranty, it is the manufacturer's responsibility to fix it for free. That's the law, right? The Kia do a 7-year warranty for the cars. There's SLG footage, they do, but cars are on a totally different thing. Cars are in a thing of their own. So whilst, like, let's say you have a bike and your brake cables break because you've had it 10 years and you've used it loads, then of course that's not fair. They're going to say, well, no, your brake cables they're just really old, mate, tough. But if something breaks on your bike, even if it's a wearing part within the expected time that should be not broken for, it's their responsibility to replace it. I used to work at Dixon's. Extended warranties are 1,000% a rip-off, says Roth. Warranties are a rip-off, although warranties are free. It doesn't mean anything. Check it out. I've been through this a few times with companies and I've always been right. Hence, when I had that laptop that was well out of warranty, that was totally broken, they refixed it they gave me my full refund for it because it was their responsibility. Because it was broken and it was like 2 years old, but it was within the expected lifetime of that laptop, so they replaced it. Then they had to pay for all of the shipping and stuff themselves. That's just how it works. And you might think, no, that's not right, but it is totally right. Can't believe I've lost my toolbox, guys. So all of my other tools, my chest plate and everything's gone. Jeez. Like, that's like the Void. If I open a sticker on electronics, it's against the law, but they still put those stickers on them. Says touchdown. Yeah. They could. So there was obviously read up on it, but basically, yes, if you've been doing stuff that they've recommended or told you specifically not to do, I'm sure they could refuse to do that. Warranty is a reversal of burden of proof. During a warranty, any defect is assumed to have been there since the beginning, says Arcade. Yeah. But it still counts for nothing if something is defective during its expected lifetime. I always get an extended warranty because the US, they cover accidents. My kids are rough with their stuff. Manufactured warranties in the UK. Yeah, this is UK only. I have no idea what the US law is. I would imagine it's not the same because things are a lot different over there with this sort of stuff. So, yeah, don't all of a sudden go cancelling your warranties in the US because of what I'm saying, because that won't do you any favors. Man, I can't believe my toolbox. I'm so annoyed. And let me just try relog it. Maybe it was one of those things where it's just locked in my inventory. So who defines the expected lifetime? The manufacturer, says the DQS. Well, that I guess obviously could come down to an argument, couldn't it? Because you could argue one thing and the manufacturer could argue a different thing. And if that's the case, then you'd have to go through a third party, something like an ombudsman or even small claims court to prove that. But I don't think anyone could argue that a bike's expected lifetime, not its brake cables, I'll give you that. Its brake cables are not expected to last, 10 years. But they are expected to last 6 to 10 weeks. But a bike as a whole, a bike as a whole should be expected to last 10 years. Nobody could argue that. So if your bike breaks within 10 years, like the frame or something, then yeah, get it fixed for free. Check it out. I've got a problem here. I'm running out of iron. Can't believe I lost my toolbox. I've read that one. When I have invisible shulkers or blocks, I used to pick block on any random block and it fixes itself. Yeah. It clearly wasn't in my inventory. Most consumer protection in Europe is EU law, so basics are the same everywhere, unless the UK has changed since Brexit. I don't believe it has on the Consumer Rights Act. I don't believe we've had a new one, although it's not impossible, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they changed it pre-COVID, and that's why Halfords are allowed to do that, but I don't think that's the case. Free Halfords e-bike bike health check says ensure your bike is safe and roadworthy. Yeah, that's a check. They did say you can take it in and they would check it, but they won't do anything without £35 payment. They won't fix it. But yeah, I know I can take it in and go, hey, can you look at this? But they won't fix it. And I've bought it from them. I paid for the build from them. Therefore, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's their responsibility to make sure that it's roadworthy within the first 6 to 10 weeks. It's not like I'm asking for a year, just asking for the amount that they recommended, which used to be free. Oh, I haven't got an axe anymore. Man, you got an axe? No, not. I need not a silk touch one. I can't believe I lost my toolbox, guys. That's not my toolbox, is it? No. Yeah, so anybody that's in the know more than me, please do tell me if I'm wrong. Hello there. But that was the case last time I checked it. So, as if I'm wrong, I need to know. I don't think I am. Can't believe how well you're taking losing your toolboxes. Oh, Jason, I'm used to it. I'm so used to it. I think that's probably like the 3rd toolbox I've had this season. It's fine. Isn't there an ombudsman you can send the complaint to? Yes, that's exactly my next port of call. So if Halfords refuse and then just, you know, play dumb on the law side of thing and just say, no, they think they're operating within the law, so go and, you know, do one, then yes, I will take it to an ombudsman because I believe I'm right. I'll double check all of the wording and everything, and I'll go through it all with a fine-tooth comb. And if I think that I'm right and I think that I got good grounds to stand on, then I will forward it to an ombudsman and see what they say. It really upsets me, says Jason. What, that fact that I've lost my toolbox? It's fine, bud. Did you tell the employees? Do you know who I am? No, I did not. But I did tell them that I won't be shopping at Halfords again anytime soon. Which is, you know, they've had thousands off me over the years. Well, I don't know, I'm like... doesn't make any difference to them whether one customer's not going to go back again. But they don't know. I got, you know, 55,000 subscribers and a whole bunch of 8,400 followers on Twitch that I'm going to moan about it to. Yeah, that's really going to affect their business. I bet at least 3 of you were thinking about going to Halfords over the next couple of years. I've practically made them go out of business. I'll show them. I did, if it hadn't have been Oliver's birthday and he hadn't have been there when we went to collect the bike, I would have told them, you know, well, keep it then, I don't want it, give me my money back, because I don't normally stand for that sort of thing. But he was there and he was in love with the bike, so obviously can't take it away from him. Can I actually have all of this XP that's just scattered about, please, guys? Really nice. Is vein miner add-on possible on Bedrock, says Orim? Technically, yes. It's something I've been thinking about, actually. Different ways of doing it. The problem is, it would be really janky, and I don't like making janky add-ons. So, yes, but also no. So, I'd have to put some serious thought into it. And also, it would require heavy amounts of experimental beta API stuff, which means it'd break every update. They should bring that over here to the US. I'd never have to purchase a bike again. I ride every day, and the frame will usually fail within 10 years. I bike over 10k miles, 15 kilometers per year. Yeah, well, they'd have to replace the frame. Not necessarily the whole bike. I mean, we learn how to tighten our gears and brakes as kids. At least most of us do, says Razor's Edge. Oh, I didn't. I had to learn myself. I know how to do it, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Not everybody does. I'm not doing this on my behalf. I can quite easily fix the bike up and make it work. I've always done that with my own bikes. The fact is, I don't appreciate large corporations, you know, doing illegal business practices on you know, consumers that don't know any better. So I will stand by people and sort them out, make them feel bad about what they've done. What, the people? Yes, no, not the people. This XP's going slow today because I lost my toolbox. Those bro, just a little bit more XP. Why is he going so slow today? Come on, guys. You're not helping much today, are you? You're making me work for this pickaxe. Maybe it's time I started using those bottles of XP that I've got. Come on, give me all that. I can see it. It's just there. Come here. Stop, Link. Look at all that XP just laying there doing nothing. Stop it. Why did you break? I can recommend magnetic boots, says Jason. I don't think they work for XP. It's just items, bud. Right. Okay. I believe they're fixed enough. Let me put my pickaxe back in my... Oh. R.I.P. Toolbox. It's gone, never to return. It's a sad day to be a no-tail. Can I get the world's smallest violin playing, please? If anyone's got it. Who's got the world's smallest violin today? I need it. I know a guy who could probably fix that, says Jason. But give him my deets. Pass my name along. Your conversation with, let me put it in a way you'll understand, reminds me of a conversation I had a while ago with the electric company. They booked a payment wrong, sent money back, and then sent a reminder after reminder with added costs each time because my bill wasn't paid. It was like talking to a wall. I only found out about a few weeks ago that XP can push entities. Oh, can it really? That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. Next time I'm in the UK, I'm going to walk right past the Halfords entrance booing. That'll teach him, says Lorenzo. Thanks, Lorenzo. Appreciate it. Jeez. Maybe I should do a live stream on reading the Consumer Rights Act and, you know, helping a few people out. What do you reckon? Are you up for it? We'll get it out. We'll get it on screen and we'll go through it bit by bit until you all understand what a bunch of rip-off merchants all of these companies that have been selling you extended warranties are. Is XP suddenly acting like scaffolding? Intentional or broken, says Brenzo. I hope it's not intentional. It feels very broken. Hurrah! Have new toolbox. Well, look at it, full of all of those tooly things. Tooly things? Yeah, the tooly things. Foxy, I'll watch you do almost any stream, but I think I may pass on that, says Jason. Wow, you pass on reading out the Consumer Rights Act. Yeah, so I thought you would find that interesting, me ranting about that. Am I the only one that finds that interesting? Wow. Whoops. Way to know your audience, bro. What audience? Where's me? Where's all? I brought those sugar boxes over here earlier, didn't I? So I could work on this. Where have they all gone? Where did I put those? That's concerning. Oh, there. Oof. So one of these is, there we go. No, vlog of you taking people by the hand into these stores and sorting them out. Best TV show ever, says Mike on Switch. At least it's not a tax lesson, says Arcane. Oh my man, don't get me started on that. We got enough of that on the on the podcast. I realised I didn't fully, actually, going back to that, explain about the tax write-off thing, because I sort of skimmed over it. But basically, for those of you who would like me to continue my rant about taxes and all that sort of stuff, a tax write-off for a company is when at the end of the year, companies made too much money, made too much profit, and they're going to have to pay loads of tax. So they buy a load of stuff in order to save themselves paying tax, but they've still spent the money. They're not winning on anything. They just end up paying less to the government and having more stock or more assets. So that's what a tax write-off is. It's not free money. Jeez. Ross says, many years ago, I had a fight with the British Gas. Sent me threatening court letters twice a month for not paying my gas bill of £0. In the end, I sent a cheque for £0 and they stopped. I've had, it stopped now, but at one point I was getting debt collectors letters recently, twice a month from 3 different companies, all chasing me for £30 of a bill that I had the final bill through from the gas company that said they actually owed me money. And I've sent all of these companies. I was like, because I normally just ignore them because it's all these, you know, you just think, oh, ignore them, they go away. But okay, I've got proof here. So I sent them all like these pictures, logged into their online systems because none of them have got humans. Sent them all of these pictures, told them all, like, you know, they owe me money, but they continued. They never ever responded. Didn't matter how many times I did it, they just carried on sending the letters. So in the end, I just thought, I'll just forget it then. I'll just ignore it. And eventually it went away. So, but all of that time, you're thinking, is my credit rating being affected by these total morons that are incapable of reading their emails? And the chances are it is. I don't know. It's so wrong that it can do that, isn't it? What happened to your tail, says Jen? There's a video about that. You can watch it. Episode 100 of my first Java Edition Survival World. Sent a check for £0. But that cost you money, Roth. Oh, that's not green dye. That's lime dye. Cost you money to send that check. You had to post it. Thanks, mates. Assume it was you that did the thing then. Oh, I can't get up anymore. Well, this is not a dangerous way of getting around. It's fine. No, that's sea pickles. Where's my cat? Oh, jeez. Must be on the next level. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I need to sort this building out. Turns out this one's not finished. There we go. There we go. What I needed. Don't click random links, says Jen. Well, don't watch the video then. It's not a random link. It's quite clearly a link to a YouTube video. If you don't want to click it, that's on you. You asked the question, there's the answer. TQ, the DQS says, oh yeah, I always find it interesting people trying to get tax write-offs. Basically, people optionally pay a lot to someone else to avoid paying a little to the government. If you need to pay the money, then take the write-off. Yeah, it's just the context of it was that a lot of people seem to be under the understanding that a tax write-off is somebody just giving, like, oh, I can get something for free and it's free money, and it's not. Yeah, so that's where that came from. Wow, glass in Minecraft used to be ugly, says Lorenzo. Yeah, right. Now, back in the days, it was when you could drop it into their office on the high street. I did many years ago, says Roth. Drop it into their office? You mean you had to go out of the house, Roth? That's just not cricket. Just not cricket. I don't know why you did it. Why don't I just take all this stuff over there? That makes more sense, doesn't it? Going all the way to the office. Oh, how dare they? How dare they? They should have come to you and collect it. Speaking of bike rides, Oliver's obviously, as I've just said, geez, I've done it again. Just explained, Oliver got a bike for his birthday, and today was the first proper day that we were able to actually go, hey, let's go on a bike ride. But unfortunately, my leg's a lot worse than I thought it was. My knee it properly went, even just trying a little bit to pedal the bike. So I'm 100% going to have to go to the doctor's, which I've explained earlier in the stream, actually, didn't I? Tried to book an appointment. But yeah, it broke, mate. There was no intent in those days, so nothing to stay home. The internet, so there was nothing to stay home for. Fair enough. There we go. Cyan terracotta. I guess we can build a building with cyan terracotta. Let's do... I kind of like the corner things that I've got going on there. I don't know why, but that kind of makes them feel a little bit more like buildings instead of just square boxes. Do you know what I mean? That sort of inset corner thing. And it's over there as well, but we've got glass cover in it. So I think I'm going to do that again, because I like it. Okay, am I out to leave, says Razor's Edge. But because of the conversation. Michael Switch says, in some cases, you can donate to a non-profit like Storage Space. Tell the government that you donated 5,000 worth of space to this charity and take it as a deduction. You might not have sold that storage for 5,000 on the open market, or it might have sat empty, but both win. The non-profit wins free space and the company saves a bit of money. But they don't save money because they still have to spend that money. They still have to donate $5,000. Donating $5,000 isn't for free. I'm just going to build this really tall. Just because you put donate in quotation marks doesn't mean it's like there's still got to be an exchange. There has to be accounting proof. If you're doing any sort of tax return, whether it's, I mean, I'm only like proficient in the UK stuff, but I would imagine the other countries are the same. They're going to want it documented and they're going to need it. Like if you're trying to get money back from the government, it's going to have to be certified by an accountant. I distinctly recall a recent stream where you completely shut down my suggestion of using terracotta on your Pokemon Center, says Lorenzo. I know, but I folded, Lorenzo. I folded. Everybody keeps saying use cyan terracotta, use cyan, so I folded, and I thought it's something to do on stream, and I quite like the idea of losing my toolbox, so that's good. So it worked out well for everybody. Free things don't help people not waste their savings. Free can be expensive, so not sunshine. I think you're talking very much edge case stuff here. I think in general, I was generalizing. You're being very specific about very specific things. But yes, there's lots of tax avoidance things that you can do. Some more legitimate than others. But I suggested cyan, I meant concrete, lol, says Viv Mossy. Oh, shut up. I'll suggest concrete to you in a minute. You can't beat a bit of cyan terracotta. It's the best colour. One of the best blocks in the game. I thought this was taller than that one then. I was thinking, geez, this is tall. It's not that tall at all, as it turns out. I need to sleep. Must make suggestions more specific. Do you know, I've been banging on that drum for a while. Another one. There's a lot of lack of context goes on around these live streams. There's a lot of people. I don't know. I think this thing, it must be like a common thing that someone will be thinking something in their head and just assume that you're thinking the exact same thing. So they'll say a sentence as if you're mid-conversation with them. And you've got like, what? Like, what? What are you on about? Hold still. You need a bigger hitbox. There we go. Very tall, like YouTube comments are even worse for it. So, and YouTube Studio doesn't help. So basically, there's an app on your phone called YouTube Studio, and you'll get a notification saying you've got a comment, and you'll click on it, and it takes you to the Studio app. But rather than it showing you what video it was on, so you've got some form of content. It's just a black screen with a bit of writing on and who it was from. And every time you're like, I have no idea what this is and who it's from and what it means, because there's no context at all. There's no context in the comment, and it'll be like something like, yeah, I feel the same. I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least if I knew what video it was, I might stand a chance. So then you've got to exit out of the app. Oh, now you've all come off. Great. Hey, you, give me that lead back. Where I'm missing the lead. Oh, geez. Oh, you've got it. Thank you. Yeah, exit out of the app, go back in, go to the videos, look through the comments and see if you... Why? It was working yesterday. Hey, you, give me that back. And then try and find it. So, yeah, more context, please. Must make suggestions, more specifics, as Mossy. Is that the same thing? Very tall buildings who hide really tiny farms. Sounds like a complex, says Jen. Yeah. Well, the idea is there's supposed to be multiple farms inside of all these skyscrapers. I just, haven't got round to building all the farms yet. Why have I still got you on my lead? Oh, my goodness. There you go. You can go on there. Jeez. Now I've miscounted my blocks. Jeez. What is this, says Oren. What is what? See? No context. Are you talking about the thing that you're holding in your hand right now that you didn't think we could all see? Turn your webcam off, buddy. Weird. And I don't know what it is, but it looks slimy. You just blow your nose in your hand. You're not got a tissue. Taking your robot for a walk, teaching them about building, says Lorenzo. I think this one, I'm going to come up with a totally unique idea that no one's ever thought of on Minecraft before, and you're all going to be amazed. So I'm going to build these edges, but off camera, I'm going to fill the rest of all the walls in with invisible blocks, right? And then it'll be the invisible building, and it'll look just like this. And people will come from far away and marvel at, wow, look at that invisible building. You can see right through it. Good idea, isn't it? Right, come on, more conversation, more things to talk about and rant about. I needs it. Come on. Chop, chop. Ain't got all day. Yes, you have. No, I haven't. I'll go to bed soon. The world builders only really understand villages, so you need to teach the robots about skyscrapers and then they'll report it back. The Brenzo, maybe. Fill it with barrier blocks, says Guyver. Yeah, that's what I meant. What is your orange building? What's in the orange building? It's a furnace array at the moment. It's going to have farms and stuff above it. Why don't you just tell me about your tale instead of making me add a view to your YouTube videos, says Jen. Only reason, Jen, is that I've had thousands of people over the years. I've been doing Minecraft for 10 years, and that was one of my very early videos. Ask me the same question, and I kind of get a bit bored of answering it. And my long-term viewers are probably sick of me answering it as well. So what we do now is we're just like, hey, you're interested in the story behind that? Well, here you go. Here's the link to the video, and you can learn all about it. So it's nothing to do with adding a view to the video. It's to do with saving me have to answer the same inane question over and over and over again, and hopefully giving you, if you enjoy my live streams, giving you another piece of entertainment that you clearly haven't seen yet. So trying to do us both a favor. You don't have to watch it if you don't want, but then you're not going to know. I'm not trying to be awkward. The orange building is his off-brand Pokemon Center. I assume that those dogs walking away mean you've had enough and that wasn't the right response to give you. Oh dear. I apologize. Bye. Right. Let's link them up. If you can't be bothered to tell every single person that's ever asked the exact same question over and over and over again, then I don't want to be here. Okay. I'm glad it's all about you. Sorry, Jen. I apologise. What happened was an alligator jumped out of a swamp and bit it off while I was in the middle of canoeing with my dad. We were having a good time. We were actually we were doing a bit of canoe fishing. It's an unusual sport. It's difficult to carry a fishing rod and all the equipment in a canoe, but we managed it. We got small legs and little legs, so there was plenty of room at the bottom of the canoe. So we're going down the Amazon. In fact, it was, but not the online shop. And just big old crocodile alligator came out the back, jumped out of the water, bit the back of my boat off the canoe, and took my tail with it. He did apologise afterwards, said I didn't realise you had a tail inside there. I just thought I was getting that last bit of the boat. And he said it says you go around in a canoe that looks like tasty food. I was like, that's fair enough. My bad. Sorry, I won't do it again. There you go. The end. It's better than the original story, says Jason. So are you and Slack going to do any sort of follow-up ideas for locking hoppers out when the output is full? Not planning to, Guyver, but I'm sure it's not impossible. Canoe that looks like a sausage, says Radar. Yeah, exactly. You've seen the video. Yeah. It was a sausage canoe. Dorsal Dawn says, I found I could place blocks faster while swimming up a water stream versus a jump stack. I totally agree with you, Dorsal. I'm sure that's a much faster way of doing it. However, I will just counter that by saying, in order to do that, I would have to have a multitude of water streams with water splashing about all over here around my farms, and I'd have to, pile up there to get the water up there in the first place, thus not really achieving a great deal more in terms of time management. So, thank you. But in this particular scenario, I don't think it would have done me a great deal of good. But for other things where you're building a lot in the same area, then yeah, great. Sausage canoe reminds me of the Oscar Mayer hot dog car in the US. That's what it was based on. It had little wheels and everything. It didn't float very well. In fact, it wasn't really a canoe, but that's what we were calling it. What Dad said it was. If first you need to build up and put the water stream, then you can build up faster in the corner where the water stream's built. Yeah, but I have to have it in every corner, and it'd be really annoying. So I'd have to, basically, it would only improve 4 of the pillars out of the 8 that I've done, and then I'd have to go back up again and get rid of the water. It's certainly not saving me any time. I don't see it being a good use of my time when I can just hop up. It's fine. To be perfectly honest with you at this point, I'm just trying to waste time till the end of the live stream because I have no idea how this build's going to go. So the slower the better as far as I'm concerned. No speed requirement here at all today. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. You know what? I might actually finish a little early today just because Oliver's here and he needs to wind up and get to bed and have a story and stuff. And I've run out of ideas. I've ranted on. I'm sad about my toolbox. None of you care about my issues with Halfords and the Consumer Rights Act and things not being fit for purpose. So I'm off. As the Joker says, if I have to have a backstory, then I choose multiple choice, says Wraith. Okay, so break it all down and build it back up 1 block to the left, says Radar. No. Not about your toolbox too, says Jason. R.I.P. toolbox. Right, who are we going to be going to today? Oh, Ricky again. Looks like Ricky's online. Let's send everyone over there. Losing a toolbox always stinks. Well, it depends how bad your toolbox used to smell, I suppose. Right. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Bye.